Hi folks, I've been doing a bit of work out here in my little workshop. It was an awful mess, and some of the guys on the wood turning forum have been showing their workshops off, and I've been really ashamed of mine. So briefly, the last time I showed this, the workshop kind of ended about here. So what I did was I moved that big orange screen just to keep the dust down. I moved it back about 7 or 8 feet, so it actually gives me an awful lot more space to work in now. That's it's about 8 feet depth wise and about 10, about 12 feet this way. So a lot more work and a lot more space. Sorry. So just a wee quick run round it. There's my little table saw. That's a little Fox table saw. That's a great little miter saw. I bought that for a few pounds off a friend who didn't need it, and it's done my job fantastic. There's the little trolley that I made for the tools, and there's a new development at the bottom. We've got casters on now. The wheels broke off the television stand. They were only little plastic wheels, and they're just designed for sitting there, but they're not designed for moving across concrete and wood shavings. I took 8 bags of wood shavings out from under the lathe there. So the trolley moves nice and easy now. You see it just comes out, and I can just pull that out to wherever I want and work away with it. That's the hollowing tools in the back there. And then I've got up at the top here, I've got all the centers and spur drives and stuff up here. So that's worked out well. Then along the top here I've got wood along here, and up at the top here that's all rubbish up there, but I just haven't got round to getting that down. I was supposed to do that today, but between one thing and another I haven't got a chance. Today's little job was I put this little extension on for the electrics, just for the lights. I have 2 lights up at the corners here, up there and up there. They're 150 watt, and this little light here. So this thing here is rated for 3150 watts. So that's well below rating, and I can still use it for putting a drill in to do some sanding on the lathe. And then over here, all the plugs are done separately here. There's no I'm not running like 12 things off one extension. They're all wired separately, so there's no overload in the system. We run 240 volts here, so it makes it easy for connecting stuff up. We don't have to worry too much about overloading. And then obviously there's the lathe. This is a piece of spalted sycamore, although there's not very much. Let's go around here. There's not enough lot of spalting in it that I can see, but maybe when I get inside I'll find something there. This is going to be 2 bowls. I have a cousin that wants a couple of bowls for serving nuts and stuff in, and she asked me for them last Christmas. So I'm getting them for this Christmas, and this is dry, this is kiln dried, so it'll be able to go almost immediately. I'll let the finish cure and then give them to her so they don't poison or anything. A Vicmark V120 chuck, that is a super bit of kit there, really really good. And then, well, I always hang my mask on the lever here, so they can't start the machine. I have to actually put my hand past it to get the buttons going here. Don't ever work without that. It's just not worth it, you know. Normally I leave the machine down in the lowest setting here, just in case this is off balance. But I've got it set at 700 because I've already run this, so I know the speed it's going to run at. And just to let you see, just turn it on here, and it's running nice and smooth, so it's not wobbling about or anything. So I have the speed set for later on, whenever I actually go to do the job. A little vacuum cleaner I bought, that's a good job there, and you can run. It's got a power takeoff here on it, so I can run a drill or something, or a sand or whatever it would be, and it'll come on when the sander comes on, or whatever the power to it is, that comes on with it. So that's a great job. And then we've got that's a Sorby, I don't know what you call that, Pro grinder or some damn thing. It's very very good. Does a flat grind. That's all I know, so I'm happy enough with that. And then here, look at this here. Isn't that lovely? That's a piece of spalted beech. But I put a thing in the forum about this, and you can see there, just there, you can see the tear out here that I'm getting on the end grain. But it's only on one side. On this side here, it's cutting okay. So I'm going to get some glue and fill this up, and try it again. I don't want to lose that. That's too nice to lose, you know. So I don't want to lose that piece. So the rest of the bench is a bit of a disaster because I've been moving stuff along here as I've been cleaning this up. So it means that it's like sort of just always doing something. Oh, what's my wasp traps? This is my wasp trap, right? This is the Mark 1 version, right? And what happens is wasps are designed, they will go into the darkness to get food and stuff, but their escape is always to light. So they go in through this wee slot here into what, strawberry jam or some sweet liquid, and then to get out they have to fly up, but they fly up to the light, and the light's up here, so they can't get out again. And all the time I've been doing this, well, in a year, I've seen about 2 wasps come back out again because they climb up here and they see the light and they get out. So the Mark II version is this. Exactly the same thing. Dark bit at the bottom to attract them in to the liquid, and then they fly up to get out and they can't get out. But this one here has got a tube here, about, I think that's about ½ inch, no, it's about 3/4 inch PVC pipe. And inside you can just see, maybe you can't, there's 3 10mm holes in there. And the idea is the wasps go in and they climb down the holes, and then they fly back up and miss the holes on the way out. So this is the middle of September and I've seen 1 wasp this year. So I haven't had a chance to try them yet. Very few wasps, but hopefully we'll get a few wasps before the summer's out. I'd love to see does this idea work, because this could make me a multi-millionaire. And then just over here, oh, there's another wee thing I'll show you. This was part of when I was doing a challenge and trade with the Woodturners Resource. I made this little one here, and I love this. This is a beautiful, this is spalted hazel. But wait till you see what happened. When I decided to have another wee tiny sand on the inside, look what I did. I broke the tenon on the inside, and that's really thin. You can see light through that, and I broke the tenon in 2 places on the outside there. So it was useless, but I was so proud of that. I think that's the best. I think that's the best little box I've ever done, and I can't really match the grain up because I'm holding this with one hand. Hold on to the sea. I'll try and do it here. There's it there. You see, the grain matches up really, really well. You know, I was really happy with that little box. And then the boys, there's a whole catalogue. That's a piece of that's laurel. That's beautiful. That takes a beautiful finish. It's like glass. That's only sanded to about 500, but it's really, really smooth. That's a lovely piece there. But then they got the lid cracked on it, and then this was one of the prototypes here. That wasn't bad. I was quite pleased with that one too, and the lid fits nicely on that one. See, there's the lid actually stays on, you know, and it's not hung. It's not stuck on really, really hard, you know. That one there, the lid used to work on that one, but it doesn't anymore because of the tenon problem. But disappointed with that. But I keep that because that's a nice one, you know. I like that one there. Oh, that's the first thing. There's the first thing I ever turned on a lathe, and I had no experience whatsoever. I didn't even know what I was at, but I just had to go and to see what would happen, and I ended up, I got this captive ring, and I was so pleased with myself. Really, really chuffed. So happy days. So I keep that there. You always keep the first thing you made, you know, so you can look back and just see how awful you were. And mind you, I'm not that much further on, to tell you the truth. And then just finally, there's a little depth gauge that I built. Anybody wants one of these? $59.99 US dollars, not sterling. I'm not greedy. $59.99 plus what, $40 packaging, and I'll send one off. Okay, right. All the best now, folks. Bye bye. That's it.